YouTube, I'm Bad Dalai Lama.
All right, folks, we're with Glenn Campbell, Bad Dalai Lama on YouTube. He's going to tell us a little bit about how to survive out in Area 51 without going to jail out here in the flats.
You're going to go up over this next rise here into the next valley, and there you're going to see a long, straight dirt road, and that's the dirt road that leads into Area 51. You can go 13 miles down that road, and then you're going to hit some warning signs, and you do not cross the warning signs because that guarantees you be arrested. There's no gate, there's no fence, there's just these warning signs, so you can't be disobeying any signs. The trouble with flying a UAV out there is when you hit those signs, you'll see a no drone zone sign there, and the trouble with that is that they actually have some good legal grounds there. The restricted airspace extends out beyond the physical land border. So you have a big block of restricted airspace that starts about halfway down that dirt road. So you're going to, of that 13-mile road, once you get down to the base of that valley, that's where the restricted airspace starts. Now, if you fly your drone within that valley, what could happen? Number one, someone could shoot your drone out of the sky.
Yes.
And they have a legal right to do that, but you're also violating a restricted airspace. It's a little bit like flying your drone over the White House. It's going to be sensitive, and there's going to be problems, and the thing is, you're not going to see anything.
Okay, tell me about their detection system. They will be able to detect a drone that's like 1.5 feet.
This is Area 51, and it's all about aircraft and radar systems, so
right.
I think that they probably could.
Because I know that across the country they've had issues with drones crossing airliners' air paths, but every one I've ever heard about, it's the airlines that are reporting it to the tower. The tower radars are not picking them up to warn the airlines.
Right.
The airlines are saying, hey, we see a drone, they're notifying the tower. So I was just wondering how well their detection system...
They have personnel.
Yes.
They have people in that valley. So when you go down this long straight dirt road, which is what you should do before you do anything in the air, you encounter the signs, you look up on a hilltop, you'll see guys in a white truck on the hilltop looking down at you. When you're not at the border, they're out patrolling in this valley. So if your drone makes any noise, they're going to hear, just humans are going to hear it.
Yes.
So once you see that, you'll see the drone. There's a no drone sign. They have all of the legal regulations, all of the laws are printed below that sign, and they have full legal grounds to prosecute you for violating this restricted airspace, and you could lose your drone one way or the other. So, and on top of that, you've got such vast distances between you and the airbase that so you get your drone up there, unless it's extremely good telephoto, you're just not even going to be able to identify the base.
Right.
So I'd say, in my view, it's no problem doing it on the paved highway.
Right.
But once you go off into the desert, then you don't really know where that boundary is.
Especially the airspace boundary.
The airspace boundary, and you're going to lose your drone.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Campbell, what got you so hot about coming out here all the time?
Well, I was back in the 1990s. I came here interested in the UFO stories, and I stayed for the government secrecy stories, and I became sort of the public relations officer for the base. The base didn't want me, but I appointed myself the public relations officer. And back in the early 90s, no one had heard of Area 51. It wasn't a public story, and I played a principal role in packaging the story for the mainstream media, so they would, they recognized that they ran stories on it, not because of the UFOs, but because of the environmental abuse claims out there.
Yes.
So I was kind of the information center on the outside for information about the base back in the 1990s.
Thank you for what you've done, man.
I just kind of dabble with it since then, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, we saw the video on YouTube where where you snuck up behind the guys there, and they're like, whoa, there he is. Or I'll check out a magazine in the truck, and next thing you know, there you are, like, whoa, how'd he get behind us?
Right, and you could do that because if you were to go explore some of these roads, there's a good chance these guys would be following you.
So they are not always within their boundaries. They come out of their boundaries,
they come
watching.
out of their boundaries. Certain places they consider sensitive. It's their right to come out and follow you.
Yes.
They're not gonna. They can't interfere in what you're doing as long as you're on public land,
Right.
but they can follow you.
Well, we brought a lot bigger Raptor than what they have, so hopefully they'll be able to keep up with us too much, you know?
Really?
Yeah.
A
So.
bigger rise.
Yes, sir.
So where are you ultimately headed to?
Well, we're gonna go up here to this restaurant and have some lunch, and then we're gonna take that road across the dirt road there. It's
Okay. So
Broom, Old Broom
just
Road.
take some pictures of the
well,
signs.
actually, the Groom Road is a lot before the restaurant, so it's a long trip back. So you might
Okay.
We're going to do that first,
Yeah, so there's no problem at all driving down that dirt road. Just don't cross
Cross
those
the
signs.
signs. We wanna-
and pay attention to where the border is just orange posts. They got some barbed wire down at the border, which kind of looks cool on video.
yeah.
Okay.
But just don't cross any signs and make sure you get enough gas, and you're all right. And
just filled up.
you can film all you want, but you know, if you value your drone, I just wouldn't send it up. To the border.
We'll explain that on the camera, we'll show the signs, and we just decided not to fly.
No one. I would fire your drone right in front of that sign there, and you know, just to get a nice view of the sign. Or there's another sign just like that in Rachel.
Yeah, that's where I was going to go. We're going to do that.
Yeah, and in terms of your video, it's going to make no difference to your video whether you're flying right at the border or back. You're still not going to see it.
Yeah, we're going to get some footage.
Yeah, so it's actually the highway itself that's more interesting. You can hover over the highway.
Yeah.
Well, Mr. Campbell, I appreciate your time.
All right, very good.
You want to let everybody know about your YouTube channel real quick here so they can check it out?
Just check out, just search for Bad Dalai Lama, like the good Dalai Lama, but bad, and in Area 51, and I'm sure to pop up.
All right,
Thank
sir. Well, I
you.
appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Very good. Good luck.
You wouldn't happen to have a contact?
All right, folks, this is KG7POU. We just got to interview Mr. Glenn Campbell, one of the famous YouTubers and an ex-employee there from Area 51. So anyway, this is KG7POU with AmateurRadioClub.net, the world's only 24-hour-a-day Elmering program. And we do appreciate you guys for coming out and watching the video. And thank you very much.